Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Reynan from Halo Halo Mix Vlogs. So it's 7:45 on a Friday morning. It's sitting at minus 25. It's bright and early now. It looks like we're gonna have early spring. Um, the the forecast over the weekend will be plus in the plus range. I can't complain about that, especially when I told about the weather, the Arctic blast that we experienced for the past 2 weeks. You know, but the bad thing is when the snow melts down and the road's gonna be slushy and there's gonna be a combination of mud and water mixed in, and then when it freezes up again, that's when you see the ice on the road. Compare that to what's happening in the U.S. It's a tragedy that the southern part of the U.S. experiencing this winter storm when most of these states that are on the southern tip of the U.S. Were not prepared for winter storm like this. Especially especially Texas, where their power grid has been compromised because of ice that essentially bring down their power supply. Because you see their the air is humid down in Texas, so this humid this air, it contains a lot of water vapor. So when this vapor gets into contact with cold surfaces, it freezes up, and everything that the water vapor gets in contact with, like the buildings, the power line, the trees, and especially the roads when it's cold, and you have water vapor getting into contact with it, so it forms this sheet of ice that even here, even if we have winter tires on, and when you have icy roads, you just have to slow it down to a crawl like 20 kilometers an hour, because there's no guarantee that you're gonna stop, right? So yeah, even if here we're winterizing everything, our cars, our houses, still no guarantee that even the power lines, especially when the power lines have those frost, it gets heavier and it sags down. So that's what I've been looking for. I've been seeing that ever since, and yeah, that's one of the concerns that they have down there. And they have the governor restricting the flow of oil and natural gas from across their border. So I think will drive up the prices of oil for quite a bit. Yeah. But certainly I don't think it will last until everything settles back down to normal. Then we'll see normalization again. So that's the only thing that the OPEC is hoping for, right? To drive the price up, and to get their profits up. Yeah, and there's one more thing that I'd like to share to you. There's an analyst. I don't know who he was. I couldn't care less. He came on a major business channel in the U.S. And he said something along the line of the major factor, an element of an inflation, is increase in salary or wages. But then he forgot to mention that even if half of the population is like in the US, certainly I'm talking about the US, if even if half of the population are unemployed, so they had this $2,000 stimulus check that I get from the federal government. So you can consider that as a wage, essentially. Like you've been given $2,000 for every man, woman, and child. Even if the child is only 5 years old, they get $2,000. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the child isn't employed, because they won't get any employment when they're already were only 5 years old. So that would go to probably for the food of the child, right? So that is essentially a wage or a salary that you might you can call it as such, that it can flow into other sectors of the economy, like in the food, most probably in the food. That's the reason why you see inflation in the food prices are going up. And then uh, and then some of it, like those who don't really need it, they're just going to be laying around doing nothing for them. So they just like what happened in GME, there are a lot of people who don't need it. So why not so the casinos are closed, why not put it into stock market? That's the reason why the GameStop, Blackberries, and AMC stock prices went up. So they're just gambling this money because they don't need it, right? So that is inflation. And then you're gonna see inflation too in the stock in the housing market. In the housing market, because most people who has the money, they can afford to buy it. So when you see inflation, when people are willing to pay for something, like recently there is a news that came out about this Jordan basketball card that a year ago sold for 34,000, and then from that point on it changed hand, selling for a much higher price than what it was sold for a year ago, until recently I heard about it, and it was sold for close to $750,000. So in just a span of a year, it went up by leaps and bounds. So whenever you see that kind of crazy amount, then people are willing to pay for it, and they're willing to put their hard cash into something that is tangible, that they can sell for a lot more. So right now, people are not worried about how much they're gonna pay for it. They're just worried. They just think about how much the next person will be willing to pay for that particular item. So that's what's going on around us. And then you see oil prices is slowly going up, and then Michigan, I think they're gonna cancel the permit for this line 5 of the pipeline that runs from Alberta here in Canada down to the southern part of the US. So we're gonna see a lot more movement into clean energy, but you can't have, like you can't just flick your hand and then everything's gonna be in in clean energy. You can't run the whole economy, like all over the world. You can't run in clean energy in just a blink of an eye. It will take time, it will take investments. So for now, I think these are just my opinion, and you totally can oppose my opinion, or you can have a different opinion than mine. But for now, it has to be a balance between the the thing that the catalyst of the last industrial revolution, which is oil. And I think it's gonna be the catalyst for the next industrial revolution. So it has to be I think a balance, slowly and gradually. But we'll have to somehow get to that point where we have a zero carbon emission. Because if not, it is going to be an existential crisis for the humankind. So with that, I'm gonna leave you things that I have to if you have anything to say, just put it in the comment box down below, and then yeah, I'll see you again next time. I only have 5 minutes left, Have a good day, and stay safe, and protect yourself at all times. Bye bye.